Well, let's see. Can you guys hear me? Well, let me get the audio working. What the hell's going on here? Wow. I'm not sure what's up. Yeah, I know you guys can hear me. Hey, hold on. We're having technical difficulties. I'm not sure what's going on with this. Let me try to activate. There we go. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Outdoor Adventures. Not sure what that was, but thanks for joining me. Let's turn some lights on in here. Wow, it's really, really dark. All right. Yeah. Let me figure out what I'm doing here. Hold on a minute. Now that all my windows are all screwed up here. Okay. All right. I am ready. It is happening. Welcome to Outdoor Adventures, guys. Sorry about that little technical difficulties. I'm tired, man. I had a rough weekend. I'm still dealing with some work stuff. No Hoegaarden. We have the shock top, the light girly beer here tonight. So everybody, cheers! Thank you for joining me tonight. Anyway, no, we don't smell Medagliadorio. No, Suga's not making an appearance here. Anyway, I don't know what's going on with the Pens game. I kind of am focusing on the Outdoor Adventures, so you'll have to key me in whenever there's a goal. Hopefully you guys can help me out here. So any Pittsburgh fans, hook me up. Anyway, Tyler Glidden, first question. When is it necessary to have load lifters on your pack? Or is it? I'm looking to get my 120-pound, 16-year-old daughter a pack. You know what? It's not really necessary to have, I guess, load lifters. I kind of like it because it kind of pushes all the weight toward your back. But, you know, it's not necessarily. If the pack is designed already like that, you know, you can go cheap and get a pack for your daughter. Personally, though, I would not go cheap. I would actually go up to an outdoor store like REI or EMS or something, and you know, get a pack size for her. You know, make sure she's comfortable. The last thing you want to do is bring your daughter out to a camping trip and have her not be comfortable and then not enjoy it. You know what I mean? So check it out. Go up to an REI, maybe get a really decent pack. See how she actually likes it. But you know, in the meantime, I think a pack without load lifters is perfectly fine. What else, MacGyver? You ready to do that Laurel Highlands hiking trail? I hope so, because it's going to kick our ass. Because I haven't been hiking in a while, buddy. In about a month, dude, we're going to go. Anyway, let's see. Up Trail, welcome, dude. I've been watching your videos. Keep it up. Let's see. Hike with Mike. What is everybody's favorite hiking trail? I'm going to start off Laurel Highlands. We're doing it again as a conditioning trip. All things outdoors. Get the ramen bomb ready. Yeah, I'll tell you what, the ramen bomb is going to make several appearances this year. I'll tell you what. Alex, Meerkat, thank you so much for getting me into that, man. But I'm going to have it like every trip, I swear to God. Anyway, back on track. Under One Sky, I have a question. I'm looking for a decent day pack that has accessibility to the side water bottle holders. I bought a Deuter, and I'm annoyed that I have to take the bag off to get my water. Yeah, join the club. I'm actually looking for the same thing you're looking at, and I've been recommended a couple different packs. Check out my Ohio Pile video. There's been, I can't remember the name, but I'm still waiting for the pack to come out to try it. So I can't give my recommendations on a pack. I've been using the Osprey Stratos 24. You can get water bottles out of it, but it's a little cumbersome. But I'm hoping this one ultralight pack that was recommended to me will be a lot better, though I did just spend $350 some odd on the Z-Packs Arc Haul, which I'm sure you guys have seen that video. So if you haven't, though, check it out. All right. Let's see, what else? Lots of pandas. Spaguyver. Okay, I'm just getting past the intro so you guys can kind of see what I'm looking at on the right side of the screen here. If I miss your question, if I totally just skip over your question, let me know. It's been a rough week. My eyes are like, I need sleep. I'm gonna be honest. I totally need sleep right now, but I want to do this QA and get things going back on the channel because it's almost hiking season. The winter, I just gave up with the winter. I said screw the winter, and I'm just hoping for an early spring at this point. All right, Pisgah, hike with Mike. David Murray, definitely do the Western Trail. Don't worry about porcupines. Worry about timber rattlesnakes because I'm sure you might have seen that video where me and Gary went. Dude, there was 4 snakes within like 4.5, 5 miles. It was interesting. Rob, fuck the Flyers. I had to say it because you know what? We beat your ass. We beat your ass at the outdoor adventures, at the outdoor game. You put up a good fight though. I'll give you that, Rob. But Crosby still nailed it in the coffin there. Under One Sky, we will be doing a meetup. I'm not sure when. I'm still trying to get ideas for a group hike, a group camp that isn't against regulation. So if anybody tonight actually has a place where we can meet up near, Western PA, Ohio, New York, West Virginia, Ohio, or Kentucky, please let me know. I really want to do a meetup sometime either this spring or in the fall. I'm just having a hard time getting more than 15 people at a campsite. We're going to do Dolly Sods, but I think their limit is like 12. And in all honesty, we had 12 last year, and the channel has grown at least 2-fold since then. So I'm having a hard time getting the actual location that's going to be available for us. Let's see. Spaguyver's talking about beekeeper. Okay. How do you do a Jeep? How do you Jeep a sleeping pad dry? Oh, how do you keep a sleeping pad dry on your pack while you're hiking in the rain? You could do a couple things. Depending on what sleeping pad you have, you could wrap it in a garbage bag and then stuff it in your compression straps on your pack. That'll keep it dry. Or you could, put it in your pack or put it at the top and put a rain cover over it. That's just a couple ideas. It's hard, man. It's hard to keep gear dry. I just switched over to a sleeping bag or a garbage bag system this year because all of my gear got wet on the Susquehanna Trail system, and it was terrible. It was literally like I put my coat on, and it was like 30, 42 degrees I think, and my arm just like stuck to that fabric. It was terrible. So ever since then, I've been using a black huge garbage bag, and it's been taking care of everything. All right, let's see. I think I'm really behind because people are still talking about the music. So let me try to catch up here. Spaguyver seems to be the second most popular person in the chat. That's cool. Keep going, Spaguyver. Answer your own questions, though. Let's see. Anyone heading out this week? ZR2 Tracker Joe. I'm trying to head up to Oil Creek this weekend for a conditioning trip. It's not going to be a video, but I got to get out. I got to clear my head. I'm going nuts here. Jim Sanders, I guess I'll meet you up there, dude. I didn't even see that message, but I'll probably see you up there, dude. I'm going, let's see. I'm going counterclockwise, starting at Cow Run. Yeah, that would be really cool, Spivvy. Todd, whatever you want to be called. He says, I should get all the YouTubers together for one trip together, each make a video and get our perspective. Actually, Meerkat, Spaguyver, and I are planning to do the Laurel Highlands Trail again, but I'm not going to film it because I already have 2 videos there. Actually, I have 3 videos there. An early video of Route 653 to Ohio Powell, a through hike Sobo, and a through hike Nobo. And I think probably Spaguyver will film this. Let me know if I'm wrong about that, Spaguyver. Go ahead and comment. But I'm pretty sure he's going to film it. Maybe Meerkat will film it. Alex, he runs Ohio Hammock Hangers. But yeah, I'm probably gonna film a little bit of my beginner backpacking series while I'm out there. Try to get people like, on a hike. This is kind of the game plan you do on a hike. This is how you do a blister. You take care of a blister. This is how you set up camp. Kind of like that. I'm not really gonna do a full length video on there. We have enough full length videos planned, and I'll tell you what, guys, we're going to some places this year. It's going to be pretty darn cool. I'm really excited. We're talking about the Pemi Loop, Linville Gorge, Smoky Mountains, the Mount Adams, Superior Hiking Trail, just to name a couple. And we're going to be, I'm going to try to do every other week to get out there because I'm single. I am ready to just go with no responsibilities. I don't have to worry about anyone. I'm just ready to get the heck out on the trail and have a great time. Catskills, yeah, those are definitely on the list too, Peter. Okay, looks like Spaguyver's talking about us planning a trip together. We knew that. Yeah, I haven't even seen how many people are in here, actually. I'm not even sure where I can see that, but I'm sure there's a lot of people. Wow, we're just getting to the start of the thing. Okay. Yeah, Shenandoah. We're hitting up Shenandoah. There's a lot of trips that I'm planning that you guys are talking about, so it's going to be pretty darn cool. Cocoa Beach, is that in Florida, Anthony? I love Cocoa Beach. If you're talking about Florida, it's awesome. Arcana is complaining about language. That's fun. That's fine. Hey, how's your Sabres, Arcana? Did they, I hear there's 0.2% chance of making the playoffs for the trade deadline tonight. What's up, Mappy478? How you doing, brother? Am I speaking in Spanish? Oh, crap. It's the Russians. You guys were hilarious. No, I wasn't wearing pants. I actually took a shower just before I got on here, but yeah, nothing wrong with the Grilly beer. Okay, what's the best backpack company to look at? Okay, Mappy, what's the best backpacking company to look at if you are on a small budget? Let's see. I'm really partial to Osprey. They have the Exos at under $200. I think that's literally the greatest pack that you can buy for the price. I could be wrong if anyone wants to chime in on that one. Kids Discover 51. What's my ideal campsite and trees for setting up a hammock? I like trees that are, by a little stream here. If you guys have seen my Smokies trip, every single one of those campsites were ideal. The Morrison Trail was ideal. It was right by a stream. I really like being by there, about 15 feet apart, 16 feet apart. It's absolutely perfect for me. And, I love just listening to the stream all night, and it just kind of lulls me to sleep. Massively Golden, and my tired mate, yeah. Sorry guys, it's been a long week. I'm trying to stay happy. I'm trying to put a smile on my face, but it's been a definitely long week. Girls be crazy. Let's just put it that way. We'll toast to that one. I don't even know how to pronounce your name, so I'm gonna go for it. Jukesherd? This one right here. How's the hoodlum? I have the JRB down hood and it's way too poofy. Looking at other options. I think it's perfect. I have the 0 to 20 degree by Enlightened Equipment. I love it. I have absolutely no problems with it. In all honesty, any temperatures above 30 degrees, it's too hot. So I just end up putting a beanie on. But I like it. I would definitely recommend it. It's not too puffy. I think it has the shock cord right here on your forehead, and then it goes behind your head, and it kind of locks down right behind I guess where your ears would be. It's perfect for me. So I really like that. let's see, question. Along the Laurel Highlands Trail, are there any resupply points, meal, or gas stations at road crossings? Retired USMC. Um, you know what? Not that I've seen. I'm sure you could walk down the road and find some. But in all honesty, you could probably, I mean, I don't see anyone taking longer than 6 days to do that trail. It's once you get up on the ridge, it's very flat. It's semi-rocky, but it's very flat terrain. There's not a lot of elevation gain. So what you could do is, I'm assuming you could leave yourself a cooler and no one's going to mess with it. You know, kind of hide it, you know, behind a tree or something. And you could resupply that way if you need, retired USMC. Thank you for your service, by the way. We really appreciate it. But I don't see any problems with that. There's even a mailbox at mile marker 35.5 that you could, there's a rock right there that you can put your, maybe half of your trip behind there, because it's a 70-mile trip. 35.5 is a good little, it's a good resupply point about halfway through. Let's see. Have I been to Mountain Zircle Wilderness area in Colorado? No, I have not, Alex. I have not been to Colorado ever in my life. I hope to get out there one day. Probably not next year, but you know, it should be all right. I should really get my ass out West Coast, really. Wheezing Panda question: is it better to use the Sawyer squeeze or a gravity filter in your opinion, or other options? You know what? I've never really had a need for a gravity system. I know Syntax 77 uses a gravity system, and I don't really see the point of that. If you're using a Sawyer squeeze, you filter a liter of water in about 30 seconds anyway. So, I mean, I only filter a max of 2 liters at any given time anyway, so I'm not... I really don't think gravity filter... I mean, it's nice. You can just kind of forget about it. You leave it on the ground and forget about it, but I don't think it's necessary. I think it adds a little bit more weight than is necessary, and I don't think it's a good option. But if you're lazy, then by all means, it doesn't... I mean, what, a couple, 5-6 ounces more, and it should be fine. Let's see. Am I still carrying my bear spray? No, I'm not, actually. With 4 years of hiking solo, I've literally only seen about 4 black bear, grown adult black bear. I've seen a couple cubs, but you know, they've immediately ran away from me. I don't think they're an issue. I really don't. I used to be really scared. I used to be super scared about black bears. I was like, you know, what if one grabs me in my hammock when I'm sleeping? But, you know, as long as you practice leave no trace, as long as you're careful with your food, you hang it up at night, I don't think you're going to have a problem. I don't feel that there's a need to carry bear spray. I don't carry this on the trail, but I did purchase a firearm about, I think, 6 months ago. And this is what I was going to bring, you know, to combat bears, but this is a 9mm. This is not going to stop a bear, okay? And now that I have this, and now that I've been shooting with it, it's not going to do anything. The bear's going to laugh and just bite your ass anyway, you know what I mean? But like I said, in all honesty, they're not a threat to you. As long as you practice as long as you practice being careful, you don't have to worry about bears. They're going to be so scared of you, they're going to run away before you even have a chance to take a picture of them. So don't worry about black bears. Grizzly bears, that's another story. I would bring bear spray in grizzly territory. All right, Bradley B. Have I done any sections of the MST? No. I'm not even sure what the MST is, but I will definitely add it to the list. Okay, Backpack and Go. Ochita Trail. I will check that out as well. Backcountry hikes. Frozen, you should check out the Porcupine Mountains in the UP of Michigan. I've not been there myself, but would like to go sometimes. You know, Up Trail 71, who's also in this chat, he has really good videos. Be sure to check him out. He has hiked the Porcupine Mountains, and they look really cool, and that's something that I would definitely do. Now, I know I'm going to Minnesota to hike the Superior Hiking Trail. Maybe I'll make it a little side trip on the way back to hike the Porcupine Mountains. We'll see how time goes. I know Gary won't join me because of work scheduling, but we shall see. Let's see, Arcana. Just get a quick release system on your hydration bladder. You'll never have to take it off from your pack. Yes, I've done that before, and it's definitely very, very cool. Osprey Hydraulics LT. I absolutely love it if you go hydration bladder. If not, do what I do. Go the smart water bottle, and you have the little flip cap. Eddie Johnson. Planning any AT hikes this year? Yes. I'm not sure what section of the AT. I was supposed to go last week, but girl problems plus bad weather, man. They were calling for 20-mile-an-hour winds. They were calling for severe lightning. And I was planning on doing about a 12-mile trip near Stroudsburg, PA, East Stroudsburg, PA. And yeah, I just didn't make it. They said the weather, just stay inside. They said don't even worry about the weather. So yeah, I didn't even bother. Let's see. Wheezing Panda says, it's because I'm big frozen and usually I'm beat when the end is nigh. Okay. Vonzo hikes. Where am I heading in the Smokies? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to park at the abandoned turnpike, and instead of going to the west side of that area where the Lakeshore Trail is and then up Bear Creek, I'm doing this blind, so I'm kind of just kind of winging it right now. I'm going to do the east side of that area. So I'm going to go up a couple mountains, stay 3 nights there, do 4 days. I think it's about 71, 75 miles, somewhere around there. And it should be a great time. There's 2 peaks on there. And I had so much fun last time I was there. I couldn't wait to go back. I just wish I could have lasted the 4th day, because I had another day on that Great Smoky Mountains trip, but my feet would not let me hike anymore. I was wearing those Solomon Trail Runners, and they were just squishing my feet to no end, and I just couldn't do it anymore. Have I ever used the ULA Ohm? No. Gary has. My hiking buddy Gary, he's used the ULA Ohm. I've tried it on. It seems very, very comfortable, but it's kind of hard to reach back and get them water bottles out, so I kind of shied away from it. But it's a good pack. It's durable. They have other options where you can hang from the water bottle from your shoulder strap, and it's really not an issue. But, you know, I don't know if you guys have I don't know if you guys have seen the video that I just made about the Arc Haul. We're going to get to that Ket Camaro in just a second, but the water bottle pockets are so easily accessible that you can reach it with just one hand. With the Osprey, I had to grab the pocket, grab the water bottle, and reach out. Same when I wanted to put it back, I had to grab it and put it back in. With the Arc Haul, that's non-existent. I can grab it with my left hand, drink, and put it back in the pocket, and it's perfect. It's a great pack so far. I actually really can't wait to take that pack out on a trip. Am I following any YouTubers on the AT? You know, there's this chick that just started posting her gear list, and let me tell you what her name is real quick. It is Mary McLeod, MaryMcCloud. Now, I don't know if she's going to make it through the AT. She seems to be geared pretty much like I am. You know, literally everything about her gear is the same with a little bit of tweaks compared to me. So I think she has a good base. I think she has a good base weight to hike the AT. We'll see if she makes it. But other than that, the only other person that I've been following for the AT is Will Wood, and he's already completed the AT, the PCT, the SHT, and a couple trails in Patagonia, which were awesome videos. Be sure to check them out, Will Wood. I did not opt for the Arc Haul zip option, and the only reason is I've been so used to the Osprey Exos where it's just that pocket in the back, and there's no other really zippered pockets there, that I really haven't needed it. So I just opted for that. Arc Call Zip is great. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just I don't need all that. I'd rather just have a little bit of mesh and save a little bit of weight. Anthony Ferguson, thank you. I'm glad to hear somebody else likes the Arc Blast. I've been trying to find people that have been actually using it and not just taking it out of the box and giving a review about it. Have I considered, Under One Sky, have I considered a YouTube subscribers group hike? I know there's a possibility to have a weirdo in the bunch, but hey, live dangerously. Actually, we did a group hike with the Outdoor Adventures subscribers last year, and it was awesome. I actually met a couple people that either have hiked with or planning on hiking with this year, and you know, I will definitely do it again this year. If you are interested, please like me on Facebook. That I'm only going to post there to avoid any kind of weirdos on YouTube. So I will post on Facebook when we're actually going to do it. It's either going to be April or it's going to be September, October in you know, the fall. I'm thinking this time it's going to be in the fall just because I haven't planned anything yet. I don't even really have any ideas on where to even go. Let's see. AWOL Explorer, am I selling my 0 degree underquit since you're not doing any winter backpacking anymore? You know what, AWOL Explorer? It sucks, man. It hasn't even dropped below 15 degrees here, and you know, it hasn't really snowed that much. Every time it snows, it like snows from like Tuesday to Thursday, and then Friday it's like 60, 70 degrees and it warms up and it just melts all the snow. Now, I am very new to winter backpacking, so I don't want to go somewhere crazy like the White Mountains and, you know, screw up there and then pay for it, you know what I mean, and have a miserable time. I'd rather go to somewhere like Ohio Pile, which is about 2 hours away from me, you know, somewhere I could easily get out within 8 to 10 miles of my car and drive home in case of a mishap. You know, I'm not the greatest winter camping. You know, I can 3-season camp all day long no matter what kind of weather we hit. You know, as long as it's above, you know, 30 degrees, I'm fine. But when we're talking about winter camping, I think it's a huge learning curve. Not to sound like Trump or anything, but it is a huge learning curve, okay? And, you know, I am pretty trustworthy of my gear. I know that 0 degree can go down to 10 comfortably, but I don't know how my knees are going to react. I know I've had a crap ton of IT band problems on this leg. You know, the IT band runs from your butt down to your to the outside of your knee. And, you know, the last time I was in deep winter camping, I didn't know if I was going to make it out, and we did a 10-mile hike, a day hike. So I'm still nursing that. I'm still building up that tendon, building up that strength, and I'm not selling that bag. There's no way I'm selling it because I finally got it. I got the 0 degree underquilt and 0 degree top quilt. And I've used it a couple times, you know, namely on the dolly sods and the, I can't remember where the heck we were, Marietta in Ohio. So I'm not selling the bag, but I do want to be safe with the trip that I plan. And then when I get comfortable, then yeah, we will go explore the other areas. But thank you for your question. You kind of pushing me to do it more. Okay, Riley asked if I could do a tutorial on how to set up your hammock in the rain without getting it wet. Yes, I will do it in the beginner backpacking series. Wait for another month or so. We'll start that back up again. Definitely will do that for you. Keith Rogers, have you ever thought about hiking the Upper Peninsula of Michigan? Yeah, the Porcupine Mountains, Pictured Rocks. Yes, we talked about this already. I may combine it with the Superior Hiking Trail trip because I'll already be up in that area. Yeah, Tracy Ridge, A&F. I got you, Arcana. Hi, Mom. Sorry I'm swearing. Dad and I are watching. Okay, sorry, Mom. All right, so Pictured Rocks. You guys want me to hike Pictured Rocks? Okay, definitely. Cranberry Wilderness in West Virginia. I will hit that up. I know Syntax did a video there. Shout out Spaguyver. I see what you said there. Cranberry Wilderness. I know Syntax 77 did a video up there, and he seemed to really enjoy it. He said the stars are really good, so I'm a sucker for the night sky. I love staring up at the stars and seeing kind of like, the universe up there, the galaxy. I geek out over that. I'm sure you guys could tell that based on some of my other videos, but yeah, I will definitely check out the Cranberry Wilderness this year. Okay. Let's see. Try somewhere in George Washington National Forest in Virginia. I will add that to the list, Hunter. I don't know if I'll get to it, but I will do it. And yes, my mom is calling me out on swearing. Yes, I know. I'm sorry. That's actually really funny. Milo, I saw you got the Arc Haul, and are you going to be lightening other areas of your gear as well? You know what? I was going through this, and I'm at 11.5, I think 11.38 pounds base weight right now with everything. That's including my cell phone, my knife, my spot tracker, and my 3-season Mountain Hardwear Ghost Whisperer down jacket. And that's 11.5. If I take some of those things off, I'm at 9.73 pounds base weight. I personally don't feel that it is necessary to get any lighter than that. I feel anything under 15 pounds is perfectly acceptable to be lightweight and still have fun and be safe. Now, that being said, in the summer, my base weight is going to drop considerably because I don't need the jacket. I'm going to be using a 3/4 length underquilt, and I'm going to be using a 50-degree Costco down quilt, which is all lighter than my 3-season setup. So this year, I'm finally happy to announce that I am ultralight. The only thing that I could save weight on at this point is my sleep system. And my sleep system, I mean my hammock. Now, I love the War Bonnet. I love the War Bonnet Blackbird. I think it's literally one of the greatest hammocks I've ever laid in. And I've laid in a lot of hammocks. We're talking about Hennessy, Dutchware, Eno, War Bonnet, DD, Dream hammocks. All those hammocks, I've had people let me try them out, or I've owned them, and I've laid in them overnight. Most of them. And nothing has been anywhere near as comfortable as laying in the War Bonnet Blackbird. I don't know if it's just my back or my neck issues that I have, but I don't think I'm willing to change the War Bonnet Blackbird at all. If they make something in a lighter fabric, I will definitely jump all over that, but I love the idea of the footbox. And for filming YouTube adventures, I love the idea of having the shelf, because that's where I charge my batteries, on that shelf. It's easily accessible, and it's just perfect for me. Okay. Anyway, I spent a little too much time on that. Anyway, just be glad you didn't go out last weekend. The wind was killer. Yeah, I know. I was almost out there. I really was. I was almost by the AT. All things outdoors. I'm digging your new pack. What is the estimated base weight for this year? 11.5 pounds. We'll go with that. By the way, thanks for your tip on the LHT 3-day hike for the... Oh, yeah, I remember you. What's up, man? Hey, man, I wish you all the luck on that, dude. I hope you film a little bit of it so I can watch you. I remember this. I remember responding to your comment, though. And good luck, man. Good luck on that hike. 3 days is going to be rough, but I'm sure you can do it. Okay. We're finally at, like, the beginning of the video here, so... Have I ever thought about hiking the Pacific Crest Trail? Asked Riley Portera. Yes, but I would hike the Appalachian Trail first. And the reason is the Appalachian Trail, I think, is more my type of trail. I'm not sure I like being in the middle of the desert in the open areas. I like more the secluded wilderness, forest type areas when I'm camping and hiking. It just gets to me. It just allows me to zone out. And with the, like, for instance, the Dolly Sods, where it's really open in some of the sodsy areas, the plains area, I end up thinking too much about where I'm going. Like, okay, I need to go here. I need to focus on that rock. I need to focus on that blaze. And I end up thinking too much. So with the trail like the Appalachian Trail, you can see the blazes. They're marked in white. You can see that from a great distance, and there's not too much thinking involved. I like to zone out when I'm hiking, and before I know it, I'm at camp. So I would definitely do the PCT, but I'm definitely going to do the AT before I do that. And I think the AT is within reach for me, either in a couple years or when I retire. I'm definitely going to do that. It's going to be one of my life goals to do that. Love the beginner backpacking series. Still learn a lot from these. Thank you, Troy, and I'm glad you're learning from them. That means a lot to me. I will keep filming those. We're going to wrap that whole series up before July or June, I think. So keep checking on that. We'll have some more videos for you. Ian, I will definitely hit you up when I come to Linville Gorge. Send me a message on Facebook. I'll give you my number. Crazy Kev. What's up, Crazy Kev? How you doing? I have stink bugs in here, and they're driving me absolutely nuts. Can do a frozen butt hammock fest next winter. Yeah, we could do that. I mean, that's a simple thing. We could go up to Raccoon Creek State Park and do that. That's not a problem whatsoever. We were up there last year for a spring hang when I did a little meetup, but and I want to do a different place this year. But for the winter, I think we could definitely do that. There's enough places up there that we can all fit. Anthony Ferguson, I have a Pemi Loop this summer too. Pemi Loop is going to be amazing. That's literally one of my favorite videos from Syntax 77, and I've watched about 10 to 15 other Pemi Loop videos, and they've all been fantastic. Under One Sky, yes, single and ready to mingle. Yes. Let's see, 77 watching. Okay. Arcana says Fire Bausma. I agree. That guy is really good at the start, but he doesn't know how to change things up. And if you guys don't know who Bausma is, that was the previous coach of the Pittsburgh Penguins. Hey, what's up, Outland? How you doing, man? Hey, what's up with the videos? I haven't seen any new stuff from you, man. You better get out there. You better be filming that Shenandoah trip in May. All right, Tripper 172, do the Virginia Triple Crown hike in 2 weeks. Hey, good luck, man. I heard that was a great hike. I think I'm going to be doing that as well, too, next year. Yeah, watch out for water. I've heard that as well from Crazy Kev. Okay, Under One Sky. When you first started out, did you practice the skills you need out in the wilderness, such as fire making, food, cooking, and shelter? You know what? It's funny you bring that up. I think it's a good idea to practice all this stuff before you go out on a trip. I have a lot of camping experience before I started this channel, but I didn't have a lot of hiking experience. So, you know, the whole walking on your feet all day was a brand new thing for me. I watched shows like Survivor Man, Dual Survival, Naked and Afraid, Man vs. Wild, iffy. It's really fake, but and then Man, Woman, Wild. I watched all those survival shows, including Alone, and I think I learned a lot from that. I think you can kind of learn how to be innovative just by watching those guys. You can kind of learn new things. But before you go out on a trip, if you are a beginner, I would definitely camp like behind your house or go car camping. Figure out how to do things like build fire before you actually like, oh crap, I need a fire, but I don't know how to build it. It's definitely worth the time to go out there. What do I think about the Osprey Kestrel? Let's see. If I remember anything about the Kestrel, I believe it's heavier than the Atmos. The Atmos is pretty heavy. I think the Kestrel and the Atmos are good beginner packs. You know what? I don't want to say too much about this without knowing what the hell I'm talking about. Heck, sorry, Mom. Let me just make sure. Which one are you looking at? The 48, the 38? We'll go with the 38, and let me just check it out really quick. It looks like a good pack. It seems to be similar to, 30, 40 pound loads wherever you go, zippered sleeve. All right, so it seems to be 3 pounds. So that's a little heavy. Honestly, Riley, I would look into the Exos. If I learned anything, if I could give any takeaways from what I've learned, start off as light as you can comfortably, and work your way down from there. Now, I started off with the Atmos. It was 2 pounds, 10 ounces. The Kestrel was 3 pounds, 4 ounces. I can't remember. I just looked it up. I still can't remember. But you want to start off light because the lighter your gear is, the farther you're able to walk. And the farther you're able to walk, I think the better time you have. Even if you're only doing a couple miles here and there, um, having no feet issues is definitely cool. But yeah, Arcana has a good thing. If you want the suspended mesh, look at the Osprey Stratos. Yes. Jeff Thompson, I've never tried a quilt from Loco Libre, but ask Spaguyver. He's in the channel. He has. He has a review on it, actually. Ket Camaro, yes, Kelty is a great starter pack. They also make a really good backpack in the Cosmic Down series. Okay, Alex is saying, yeah, Exos, yeah, great pack. Okay, Robert. Down or synthetic sleeping bag for 30-degree nights? It depends. It depends on your location. If it's going to rain every single night, if it's Florida and it's humid as all hell, if you're in the Amazon, I hope not, but if you're in a place where there's very, very high humidity all the time, I would say go synthetic. Any other occurrence, I would say go down. And the reason is down has a tendency to absorb that humidity. Once down absorbs humidity, it's basically useless. With a synthetic bag, even if you get it wet, it retains most of its loft, it retains most of its warmth. So just calling you out on that, just making sure you know that. Let's see. Hi, Stowe. How you doing, man? I've seen you in here before. Just wanted to say hi. All right, Under One Sky. Out of all the places I have gone to, what would be a good place to go for a semi-beginner? Depending on where you are. If you're near me, go to Raccoon. Raccoon Creek State Park is the epitome of beginner campsites. You can make small loops out of it. You can do a 20-mile loop out of it. You can do an 18 and a 2 loop out of it. You can do a whole bunch of things. They have 2 campsites. They have great views. They have mineral springs. They have a lake. They have decent amount of elevation gains you can kind of condition for. I love that place. Any kind of new backpacker, I would definitely recommend going up there and checking it out at least. I think the smallest loop you can make is 1, and the biggest loop you can make is 20, and there's a ton of things in between there. Let's see, Troy. I'm totally chomping at the bit to get out and do some backpacking. The weather's almost there. Made a preemptive trip to Columbia Outlet Store for more stuff. Can never have too much gear. Cheers to that. Yeah, Jim Sanders. Yeah, you could definitely leave a cache near the Seven Springs Resort when you cross the area. I think mile. I don't even know. I have it. I have the potable water source in both videos, both of my Laurel Highlands through hike videos. You could definitely hide something like a cooler or a dry bag in the woods there. Yes, Jim Sanders, retired USMC. Thank you for your service. Thank you. I know you're not, but I know USMC is in here. You get what I mean. Let's see. 3 months till I head out to Maroon Bells. Yeah, that'd be good. Didn't Syntax have a hike out there? I'm pretty sure he did. It sounds familiar, at least. Let's see. When I started solo hiking, did I have any fears of wildlife or getting lost? If yes, did it go away with time? Yeah, you know what? I'll be honest. I was so afraid of the dark. It was ridiculous. I was like, man, I'm going to get abducted by aliens up here. I'm going to get eaten by a bear. You know, squirrel is going to come and eat my food bag. I'm going to get lost. I'm not going to know my way back. Those are all irrational fears. If you do the trip planning, if you look at where you're going, if you study the map enough, you'll be fine. If you practice leave no trace, if you practice hanging your food at night, not eating at camp, not spilling ramen noodle all over your chest, all over your clothes, you'll be fine. There's nothing to worry about. I actually worry more about walking to the courthouse in downtown Pittsburgh than I do when I'm hiking out on a 14-day trip. It's irrational. Nothing's going to happen to you. Now, there's a couple things that I would say to do. For instance, one of my big things is I never stop at road crossings. Never. When I'm eating lunch, I always make sure I'm way back in the woods. I never stop at road crossings because road crossings seem to be where most of the violence on the AT occurs. So if you're wanting to have lunch, make sure you're away from a main road or even a side road. Don't go anywhere near a road. Just go in the woods. No one's going to bother you. Nothing's going to happen to you. And if it makes you feel more comfortable, carry a firearm. Conceal it, obviously, because you don't want to scare other people while you're out there. Carry bear spray, carry a knife, whatever makes you comfortable, that's what you got to do. But 4 years, I've never had a problem, ever. Nothing. Don't worry about being alone too much out in the woods. I think it's safer than being out in the real world. Spaguyver, what do I know about the new Freedom area north of Baltimore? I know Baltimore stinks like raw sewage. That's literally all I know about Baltimore. I'm sorry, I can't answer that more. There is a restaurant near Seven Springs, Jim. I don't know if it's open year-round, though. Because I was going to stop there for a beer, but nothing was opened during my September hike. Is there a particular hammock that I would recommend if all I have slept in was a tent? Yeah, I would recommend, for cheap, I would go the Hennessy Expedition ASIM if you're under 5'8". If you're over 5'8", I would recommend the Warbonnet Blackbird. If you're over 6 foot, I would recommend the Warbonnet Blackbird XLC. Hope that helps. Let's see. MST Mountains to Sea Trail in North Carolina. Okay. The Mid-State Trail. Okay, it's one of those. You know what? I'm going to be in North Carolina for the Linville Gorge and the Smokies, so maybe I'll look into that as well while I'm down there. I'm going to be down there at least twice this year to hike those two trails because I'm doing the Grand Loop, which I got to look at my map. I forget how many miles it is, but it's a couple days. It's like 3 or 4 days, definitely, to do that. Full days. Okay, Tyler Glidden. And we got to kind of go fast here. I'm sorry, I didn't realize it was 9:48 already. Holy crap. Okay, speaking of bears, how far from camp do you hang your food, cook, and use the restrooms in bear country? Restrooms, pee right outside your campsite. Apparently, it's supposed to be a deterrent. It kind of like marks your territory. If you're going number 2, I would always go 100 feet away from any campsite, probably 200 though. Make sure you dig it. Make sure you have a tent stake or a trowel. I should do a video on this because I think a lot of people don't know how to poop in the woods. Shug has a great video on how to do this, but I think a lot of people are a little embarrassed about pooping in the woods. And there's really nothing to be embarrassed about. I mean, everybody poops, okay? Every single person poops. Men, women, we all poop. And you got to go when you're out there. But do it away from the trail. Do it away from your campsite. But the big thing about hanging your food, I always go at least 100 foot away. Probably 150 feet. I have a big orange stuff sack that I can hang. I can see for 200 feet away from my campsite. Rob just bought a gorilla, probably gossamer. I love it so far, smaller than I had pictured. Yeah, I like the gossamer gorillas. Alex, do it before you get your job, man. I can't stress that enough. I should have done that when I got out of college. I really wish I would have done that because I think it would have been a life-changing experience for me. AWOL Explorer, yes, man. I will definitely come kayak camping with you. If you have an extra kayak or something I can use, maybe Arcana, I will definitely come with you. I think that is freaking amazing. I would like to buy my own kayak at some point, maybe next year when I have some money. But I think it's a great idea. I would love to go. Hit me up. Ever thought about ham radio? Never alone at night in the woods. No. I think I don't do the ham radio. This isn't Fallout. But yeah, that's pretty good. I just like listening to audiobooks. That keeps me company while I'm out there and feeling alone. Troy asked if I'm a big fan of hydration setups built into the backpack. How do you like to take care of your water, and have you ever run out of water on a trip? Yeah, I've run out of water on a trip just because I was being stupid. I was like, I don't want to carry 2 liters. I'll just carry 1. From now on, I always carry 2 liters. But I don't like built-in hydration setups. Your hydration bladders, your water bladders, I don't like that. I just like using a smart water bottle, 2 liter. What you do is you take the smaller, I think 1 liter, 950 ounces bottle. Take the smart cap or the sports cap off. Put it on the larger bottle, and I don't have anything to show you, or else I would. But I use 1 liter on the left, 1 liter on the right, and that's 2 liters for me. It's absolutely perfect, and you can see how much water you have left. With the hydration bladder, I was using it for about 1.5 years, maybe 2 years. I want to say 1.5 years though. But what I was finding is, it's annoying. Like when you're going to cook your food, you squeeze that bite valve to get the water out, and it just sucks. It's horrible. Like, I don't know why people do it. If you're stuck on a hydration bladder like I was, give a water bottle a try. Do it for a day hike. That's all I ask. Do it for a day hike, do it for an overnight trip, and I guarantee you might like it more than your hydration bladder, because I was stuck. I was like, there's no way I'm not going to bring a hydration bladder with me. I'm going to carry that 2.5 liters, that 3 liters, in my backpack, and that's going to be the end of it. You can't tell me otherwise. But you know what? As soon as I switched those water bottles, I used it on the Red River Gorge trip overnight. I never went back. The point of backpacking and getting your gear set up is to try different things, tweak different things. You may not think that this is going to work for you, but you have to try it, because you're never going to evolve as a hiker or a backpacker if you don't try new setups. Let's see. I'm reading all your comments. I don't post on Twitter, but if I have enough interest in Twitter, I will make a Twitter account. I don't understand it. I don't know why people just don't use Facebook for it. But I will use Twitter if people are interested in it. Okay, Michael Davidson, I know you do one big trail a year. Have you thought about the Colorado Trail, a little over 500 miles? You know what? I'll put that on the list. 500 miles is a little farther than I can get off work. I have a sabbatical this year that allows me up to 14 days of paid time off. We're going to do the Superior Hiking Trail with that in September or August. We're still trying to figure it out. It's about 260 miles, and it's going to be a great time. But I think I would have to quit my job for a little bit if I did 500 miles. I'm sure I could do it. If I can handle the SHT, I'm sure I can handle a 500-mile trip. Vonzo hikes, I know all about IT band issues. I've been working on this for about 3 years now through physical therapy, like professional physical therapy, and just stretching my IT band with exercising. And there will be a beginner backpacking on stretching and those kind of videos as well. My dog, I think, wants out. Blaze, sorry, buddy. Come here. Come here. Say hi to everybody. Come here up. Come here up. People have seen you enough in the video. So this is Blaze. This is my beagle. He's allergic to literally everything. He used to go on all kinds of hikes with me, but he's not allowed to do it anymore just because he's allergic. Yeah, I have looked, Bob S., I have looked into the Gossamer Gear Mariposa, but I eventually decided on the Z-Packs. Oh, wow, that's crazy. Restless Outdoors, I was just talking about the Beagle. I totally skipped over your message. You know what? I will bring him on a day hike. Blaze, you want to go on a day hike? Come here. Give me 5. Give me 5. Okay. Blaze wants to go on a day hike. We will see him on a day hike, this year. But I got to be careful with him because he's, like I said, allergic to everything, like even grass. He's the best and worst beagle I've ever had. So, yeah. Let's see. Did I skip people? I skipped people. Okay, hold on. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna roll through these questions to get these out of the way. Michael, you're welcome for doing the QA. I am still carrying the Spot Gen 3. Yes, I would recommend one if people are bugging you about, hey, I just want to know you're safe. You know, I don't really use it for me. I use it for friends and family. That's the only reason I use it for. Look up my review. I tell you everything about it. Have you already seen John Amorosano Grand Canyon 9 Days on the Edge? No, but I will check it out. I'll go through this list when we're done. Will the down overquilt stay inside the hammock, or will it slide out? With a bug net, it'll always stay in the hammock. I've noticed with some of the winter gear that I have, the winter quilts that I have, sometimes it slides out, but you just put it in Fuchsbox mode and it kind of stays underneath your feet. So it's perfectly fine as long as it's in Footbox mode. Kids of Discover 51, would I ever consider the Raccoon Creek State Park this season? Yeah, I've done several hikes there. That's my go-to spot for conditioning and kind of getting the season rolling. So people usually say I've seen a lot of people that say they've known me from the YouTube channel by hiking Raccoon Creek, just by day hiking. I always run into someone. I think probably every third trip I run into somebody that knows me from the channel, which is awesome. I love talking to people that have seen me on the channel, just because I know they're into it. I know they're into hiking just as much as I am. I mean, who the heck would look up a hike where it's just a dude walking in the woods? I mean, that's awesome. I do the same thing you guys do. I watch a whole bunch of other people, so that's cool. Let's see. Purple Kool-Aid, have I ever met any sketchy people on the trails that I was worried while solo hiking? Yes, I have. There was a couple people there's one person at Oil Creek, and I was with my buddy Josh at the time, and he kept talking to us. And he's like, oh, hey, cool, yeah, where are you staying tonight? Don't give any details. Do not give any details about where you're camping at night. I've heard stories. I'm sure some of them are fiction, but just keep that peace of mind. Do not tell anyone where you're staying at night. The only other time that I've been a little creeped out was when I was solo in the Smoky Mountains. We were at Bear Creek Camp Trail, I believe. I was at Bear Creek Camp Trail. These two guys came without backpacks, wearing full camo. Full camo, right? They came down out of the woods completely off the trail, and it was just one time that I wish I was carrying this firearm with me. That's what actually made me purchase this firearm, because they were so weird. They didn't say anything to me. They walked right past me, but I just felt like, dude, these guys could literally kick my butt. I don't have any self-defense mechanisms except for this little Gerber 3-inch folding knife. Like, I don't have anything on me. So, that really made me think. That made me purchase a firearm. I was never a big gun guy before at all, but it just it creeped me out a little bit. But other than that, they were fine. They walked right past me. There was nothing wrong, but it just creeped me out a little bit. Let's see. Sorry, I'm reading. Is Jetboil too heavy to be considered a long-distance backpacking tool? Yes. You know what? My buddy Matt carries a Jetboil, and it was acting up on him. It's too heavy. Don't get a Jetboil. Please. Unless you're going to get the Jetboil Minimo, don't get a Jetboil. They're too heavy. Cash and Michael, best channel on YouTube. Thanks for hard work. Hey, I appreciate you, Cash, and thanks a lot. Who is this Syntax you continually mention? I don't know. He's just some weird dude that just posts YouTube videos. I don't know. Check him out. Yes, people in sleeping bags are the soft tacos of the world. All right, Bob K. I noticed the water bottle you use with your Sawyer. I noticed that the water bottle you use with your Sawyer, but you at the bottom of the bottle instead. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm having trouble reading this. I noticed that the water bottle you use with your Sawyer, something but the bottom of the bottle instead of the top. Why do you need that extra cap for something? Okay, you're probably talking about the sports cap. Okay, so the sports cap is just like a little flip lid. I wish I had it up here for you. It just allows me to easily access the water bottle. Say this was the regular cap, I would have to take this cap off before I took a drink. So I like just kind of flipping it up and then flipping it back down. It's just faster for me, you know what I mean? Oh, okay. Cat Camaro. Okay, yeah. That bottle that I cut the bottom off. I understand now. Okay, the bottom of that I cut the bottom off of the bottle is just to pour water into the Sawyer bags. And that the only reason I do that is because sometimes it's standing water and it's not deep. So say the water's like this high. Say there's this much water. What I'm able to do is I'm able to scoop that water and pour it into the Sawyer bag instead of just kind of like swishing my water bottle back and forth and getting all that sediment. And it just allows me to fill up the bottle. So that's the only reason why I carry that. Thank you for the clarification on that, Kat. Or Ket. Looking to do the LHHT this year, what time would you recommend? I would recommend May. It's literally the best time you can see it. All the streams are running. It's fantastic. The leaves aren't changing, but they should be on the trees enough. Another time you can do it is September, but watch out. The first half or the last half of the trail from 35 to 70 is very, very dry. You can only fill up at campsites. Just a heads up. Oh, okay. So the only reason why I cut the bottom off is just because the opening's bigger. If I cut the top off, it would be fine, but it doesn't matter. Cut whatever you want off. I just like a bigger opening when I scoop. That's all. Jeep Zap, good luck on the Chameleon. I like it. I think Dutch should make a little modification to it to make it a little bit lighter. But yeah, it's definitely a cool thing. Let's see. Where am I? Why does this keep jumping around? Under One Sky says, my mom would say girls don't poop or fart. Yeah, that's complete BS. Have our day hike Boys Park. You know what? I might have. It sounds familiar. I possibly could have hiked that. I haven't done anything really high mileage. Longest I've done is 17 miles. That's high mileage, man. After watching your Gerard Trail video, I wanted to try for myself. Any input would be great. Get there late. Start at Cal Run. Go to go to the other one. Wolf Kill. Go to Wolf Kill. Hike 17 miles out. Perfect hike. It's a great trip. Go after work. Head up there. It's an awesome hike. I love it. There's plenty of water sources on the way too. These stupid stink bugs, man. Is there a way to get rid of them? Because I've tried literally everything. It's just this room too. They all come in through I don't know, the attic or something. It just drives me nuts. We're gonna be wrapping up in a second here, but I'm gonna answer the rest of your questions from this point, and then we'll call it a night. Yeah, gorge miles. I understand. So 32 gorge miles is a lot different than regular 32 miles. I get it. The MST starts in Smokies at Klingman's Dome and a trail from Table Rock and short off to the river is most part of it. Okay. I will definitely check that out. I'm going to go through this once this updates and archives, but I think that would be pretty cool. Keith Rogers, off topic, but what I do for a career. I'm in IT. What I do is I go to work. I try to come up with innovative solutions to solve problems. I'm a little bit above help desk support, where I kind of how do I want to say this? I basically do all the technology, the products, and the direction of the company myself. And I have a help desk technician underneath me. It's a really fun job. It allows me a ton of freedom, which is why I have all these times I can hike and stuff. But it's sometimes it's very stressful. Sometimes it makes me work very, very long hours. Sometimes I don't go to bed until 3 in the morning, but I love my job, and I just wish that I didn't have to drive to my job every day. That's the only thing I don't like. But basically, I'm in IT. I'll never get my 1.4 Nalgene. Much of the chagrin of ultralighters. Oh, chagrin. Yeah, I can't pronounce it. Okay. Smart water bottles are also BPA free. And they weigh a lot less than the 1.4 liter Nalgene bottles. Backpacking Cape Breton, I understand that you like your Nalgene. I was the same way, man. but why don't you try, just to try it, try a smart water bottle, see if you like it. I promise you, it's a good decision. Now, Nalgene's in the winter, yes, all day long. I love Nalgene's in the winter because you can boil in it. Do I pack heat on my hikes? You know what? I knew this question would come up because I now own a firearm as of a couple months ago. I'm going to say sometimes. I'm not going to go into any more depth on that, but I am going to make a video and I'm going to explain why I don't feel it's necessary to carry on a hike. Keith Rogers, thanks for beginner backpacking series. It's a huge help for somebody just getting started. Thank you so much, Keith. That really, I know it's just you're thanking me, that's fine, but that really means a lot to me. I did spend a lot of time on that, and like I said at the beginning, if I was just going to help one person, that would be worth it. So thank you for getting back to me. I'm glad you found something out of that. Facebook page is just search Outdoor Adventures or go to one of my videos and the link is in the description. Would I recommend the Girard hiking trail? Yes, it is an amazing trail. Oil Creek, check it out. Start at what's it called? Petroleum Center. Start there. There's a great parking lot there. I think I suggested doing Laurel Highlands trail hike in 5 days. What do you think about a 4-day? I've done a 4-day. Check out my video, Return to the Laurel Highlands hiking trail. It'll give you a great 4-day trip. Also wanted to tell you that your LHT videos have inspired me to section hike 28 miles of it in April 13th. Cool, man. Stowe, good luck to you, brother. That's awesome. Do you have to make any reservations on the Girard Trail? Yes. Just go to Oil Creek State Park, DCNR, pull it up on Google, and it'll walk you through the reservation process. All right. I like John Z too, but I find his videos are more style than substance. They aren't trip reports, so to speak. Very talented editor. I'll check them out. Okay, last question of the night. Thank you guys for every question. Have I tried to use water and dish detergent in a bowl? Keep it in the table. Have I tried to use water and dish detergent in a bowl? Keep it in the table, and it should help. Oh, to kill stink bugs. Okay, thank you. No, I haven't, but I will try that. I've tried everything from squishing them with my hands to shooting them with the firearm to slamming them as hard as I can in the door, and nothing's worked. They just keep coming back. But I will try the non-violent approach to dish detergent in a bowl. Microstakes, thanks for all your videos. I'm very new to backpacking. 2 solo overnights so far. I've learned a lot from you and look forward to more. Happy trails. Hey, happy trails to you, brother. Have a good one. Hanging water bottles, your storage like at backpacking adventures, Rob. Yes, it's a good idea. Yeah, thank you for the frozen Ziploc bag for the camp food. Yes. No, their pheromone is horrible. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining me. I had a ton of fun tonight. It was great. I got through all the questions in about an hour. I'm sorry for the delayed start. I was just busy taking a shower because I literally just got home. So, guys, thank you for joining me. It was a pleasure answering all your questions, and I will see you on the next trip. Hopefully, it's very soon here because, you know what? I'm honestly going freaking crazy, and I really need to just get out. So, guys, thank you again, and have a great time. Look forward to those videos, too, guys. They're coming up soon. Have a good night, everybody.